Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Dynamics 365 Tech Talk. Today's topic is Dynamics 365 Commerce Overview. My name is AJ, and I'll be your moderator today. We are broadcasting this web conference through Teams live events, and the audio can be heard through your device speakers. Today's web conference is being recorded on behalf of the Microsoft Corporation. By participating in the session using Microsoft Teams, your name, email address, phone number, and/or title may be viewable by other session participants. If you do not consent to being a part of the recorded session, please disconnect at this time. The recording will be available on the Tech Talks Community Dynamics page within 5 business days. If you have questions for the presenters or need support, please use the Q&A panel located on the right side of your screen. The presenters will be responding to your questions throughout the presentation. Thank you for your patience during these announcements. Now on to the presentation. Presenting for us today from Microsoft, we have Brendan Sullivan, Principal Program Manager Lead. Brendan, over to you.
Great, thank you, AG, and welcome everyone for joining today for the Dynamics 365 Commerce Overview, where we'll be focusing primarily on the digital commerce capabilities that GA'd this previous February. My name is Brendan Sullivan. I am the Principal Product Manager for Dynamics 365 Commerce, who focuses on digital commerce capabilities in our platform. Today, I just want to cover briefly what is commerce, what is our view on omni-channel capabilities, how have we put together a compelling solution that helps customers reach a range of customers across a range of different retail channels. We'll look at some recent feature releases that have come out with the e-commerce solution, as well as looking at, where has digital commerce and e-commerce come from in our system, and then we'll look at some upcoming features that'll be coming out in the coming waves, so that we can give you a little bit of a roadmap of where we're going. So let's first off look at what is commerce and what is the commerce product all up and where did it come from. So the commerce solution is really 3 components. It's a headless commerce engine, which gives you the ability to interact with ERP data and gives you the ability to structure that data and serve it across a range of retail channels. You can structure and manage that data from within headquarters. So it's a solution that gives you the ability to create your product catalogs, your product assortments, define your prices, promotions, discounts, and serve that information out through the headless commerce engine. And the headquarters works in conjunction with an ERP solution, and that can be either the Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations and Supply Chain Management solution, or it can be a third-party solution like SAP or Oracle. So you plug your ERP solution into the headquarters. The headquarters gives you the ability to consume, manage, and modify your information, and then you're able to serve it out through your headless commerce engine across a range of retail channels. And it really gives you a complete omni-channel solution that gives you back office, in-store, e-commerce, call center, and emerging channels like social and third-party marketplaces to be able to interact with your customers and provide a personalized level of customer engagement where you can interact with your customers really wherever your customers want to interact with you. If we were to take that a quick click lower, we could actually see that we provide a range of retail channels. So we have those in-store channels I was speaking about, giving you the ability to have our point of sale system anchored in your store, or our mobile point of sale system, which gives you the ability to roam about your store with point of sale. Gives you the ability to do endless aisle, gives you the ability to do pop-up shops to support customers wherever they are. Also gives you the ability to really interact with your customers for things like line busting. So really being able to work with customers anywhere in or around the store, or anywhere you want the store to be. It also gives you the ability to have a call center solution. So customers can call in and speak to representatives and be able to modify your order, configure your order, change your order, cancel your order, and be able to help you with things like shipping so that they can provide assistance to you in terms of your orders. Digital commerce goes without saying in these COVID times. Digital commerce is incredibly important and is a retail channel that allows you to interact with your customers on the web or on your phone. We've designed a globally accessible e-commerce solution that allows you to interact with customers around the world. We also have support for third-party marketplaces, which allow you to interact with 3P solutions like Amazon or Google Marketplace or eBay or Alibaba. So you can create rich product feeds that work with these marketplaces, as well as product feeds that syndicate content and product out to social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. So you can present your products on social as well as transact on social marketplaces. And then we have conversational capabilities, which allow you to embed virtual chatbots and AI-driven chatbots that can take customer questions and handle some of the support requests. And then, if necessary, feed them on to a human who can further work with the customer if they need to, so they can manage high throughput channels and then filter out all the questions that can be answered in automated fashion, and then send it to a human for those more difficult questions that require a human touch to resolve. So if we were to look at it holistically, we have the channels and we have the customers. So here are the customers that we can work with, whether it be a store clerk in the physical store, in a pop-up shop, or monitoring a line. Our consumers and shoppers who can interact online. So being able to work in those digital platforms and those mobile platforms to be able to view the website and take orders. Our customer service reps who work in the call center, our bots and virtual agents who support our customer service reps and our call center operators to be able to take care of those automated tasks that are high volume but low touch. And our business and user buyers who can come to the site and buy in bulk and manage their shipping and their quotes to be able to better buy their product. So looking at it holistically, we have a very rich omni-channel solution that gives you the ability to operate across a range of different channels with a range of different individuals. So your customers can really interact with you wherever they come into the pipeline. We have the ability to master, manage, and curate all of your products, all of your prices, all of your promotions, all of your discounts, all of your customers in one centralized place, and then serve that information out across a range of retail channels. And in those different retail channels, we can capture new customers, we can capture customer input, customer data, customer orders, and push all that information back into that centralized data repository, giving you that one golden customer record that allows you to see all of your data in one centralized place. This gives you one place where you can do cross-cutting reports that allow you to see what products are selling where, when they're selling, how they're selling, who's buying them, what inventory you should have on hand, what products you should possibly look to purchase and stock that they're looking for but not finding. So really giving you the ability to interact with your customers in a range of different ways and being able to support them, whether in person, virtually, or as a business. So where did the digital commerce come from? Where did our solution come from? We get asked this question quite a bit by our customers. And the answer is it came from Microsoft. We actually entered into a solution about 2 years ago where we were looking for a digital commerce solution for Dynamics. And we were looking for whether it should be an internal solution, an external acquisition, a build or buy type scenario. And we found that within Microsoft, there was actually a system designed for enterprise scale marketing and e-commerce already in Microsoft, which is actually where I come from. I was in another team here at Microsoft called Universal Stores, and one of our moderators today, Anu, came from there as well. And we had the privilege of building the marketing solution for Microsoft. And so we built the Microsoft homepage. We built all of the Microsoft websites. There are about 950 of them. And we manage, and to this day, manage a solution that provides the ease of content authoring with the ability to reach a global market. We also manage the e-commerce solution for Microsoft. So the Microsoft Store and Cart, giving us the ability to power Microsoft's online e-commerce presence. And being able to get about, we average about 160 million unique page views a month off of that. We can also power micro stores across Microsoft, like the Microsoft Office 365 store at 140 million unique page views a month. And it's all built atop a platform that we originally built for MSN that provides the rendering and CMS capabilities that still drive MSN today, with its 8.4 billion unique page views a month, driving one of the top 10 destination websites on the web today. And what we've done is we've taken this solution, which powers about 500 million customers monthly that's unique, about 30 billion unique page views monthly, and about 500 billion assets monthly, which has a true global SaaS solution. We're currently in 6 data centers around the world. We have the ability to punch out to additional data centers as necessary. We currently have the ability to auto-detect failover and any issues that occur within the system. We have the ability to fail over center. So if we ever find that a particular data center is in a bad state, or some sort of natural disaster occurs, we can automatically fail over. And we fail over for the marketer and the merchandiser, meaning your employees can continue to work. And we also fail over for the customer, so your customers continue to be able to browse your site, find products, and purchase them. We also automatically scale and descale the system. So we have intelligent alerting, which will automatically drive scale on the system as necessary. You can think of an event like a Black Friday, a Cyber Monday, something as unique as the US election that happens every 4 years, which drives significant traffic to our site, as well as things like the Microsoft E3 gaming event, or I should say the premier gaming event, which Microsoft takes part in, that takes place every year, drives a significant amount of traffic, and our October device launch, where we launch our new Surface devices, all drive a huge amount of increased traffic for a period of time. And our system can automatically scale to handle that and descale as that goes out the door. We also have the ability to sustain scale. And so this is something that we've actually seen with COVID, which is we've seen several orders of magnitude higher traffic on both our e-commerce store and our MSN website, which means that customers are coming to MSN more often for news about the pandemic and now about the US election, and also about the number of customers that are coming to the Microsoft Online Store to purchase products for their home office, because we're seeing a lot of that traffic today. So it's we're now been running at 5 or 6 months, running at multiple times our normal scale, and have been able to sustain and manage that while still being able to support new commerce customers. So it's a very flexible, very robust, scalable system designed for an enterprise grade customer. So what we've done is we've taken the existing retail solution that's been in market for about 11 years, the Dynamics 365 retail solution, with thousands of customers and tens of thousands of stores running worldwide. And we've natively integrated this Dynamics solution, this e-commerce solution, into Dynamics. And so we now have this fully encompassed view of omni-channel retail capabilities. And so we have the ability, as I said before, to master and manage all of your products, all of your prices, all of your promotions in one centralized place, and then serve that information out across different retail channels. One of the unique things of our product is we have the ability to provide the same content across all those retail channels. So if you want to sell the same products in your brick and mortar and your e-commerce, you can do that. If you want to sell different products in different places, you can do that. Say something is so heavy that you don't want to ship it, or something is so fragile you don't want to sell it in the store. You have that flexibility. So you can create an assortment with the common products and share that across channels, and you can create unique assortments that work within a given channel. You can also sell at different price points. You can sell with different payment methods. You can sell with different prices and promotions and discounts across all those retail channels. And so you can start to do some really unique things. You could possibly do a post-COVID, hopefully one of these days, sale where you want to get customers back into the store and do 20% off in-store only. You might want to do a deep remainder sale at the end of the fiscal year online and keep that traffic out of your store. And so you do 50% off online only. It gives you that capability and that flexibility. It also gives you that ability, as I said before, to capture that information and pull it back into one centralized data store and have that golden customer record. And that's really the impetus for being able to personalize interactions with the customer, regardless of where that customer is interacting with you. So you can have a customer that starts online in the e-commerce channel. They purchase a product. You efficiently get it shipped out to them, but the third-party carriage operator, they deliver it to the wrong house. Now you have an upset customer. The customer contacts your support center and says, you know what, I didn't receive my package, I'm not happy. Your support team immediately make that right, get a product out to them expedited, they get it, they're happy. They still like buying from you. But this time they're like, well, you know, there's a store that's only 10 minutes away. So instead of having it shipped, I'm actually gonna go buy it at the store. So they actually go on to the e-commerce, make sure it's in stock. They do a buy online pickup in store. So they add it to the cart, they complete the transaction, they go to the store to pick it up. While they're traveling there, a notification has actually been sent to the store clerk. The store clerk has either gotten that on their point of sale system or has gotten that in their Teams on their mobile phone through the native Teams integration. And they have the ability to pick and pack that product and have it ready for the customer when they come in. They also have an opportunity to look at the clienteling for that customer, and they can actually see that the customers had an online order that the customer service and customer support team had to interact on and reship a product to them. So there was a little DSAT there. And so that that sales associate can actually have a conversation with the customer when they come in and say, you know what, I understand you had a problem with your last shipment and that our service team made it right, but I'm going to take 10% off of this current purchase, or I'm going to give you 20% off on the next purchase, or I'm going to give you these samples of a product just for being a good customer and coming back to us after you had a problem. So really giving you the ability to drive not only personalized experiences on the web, but being able to provide personalized experiences through call center customer service and through your own brand ambassadors in the retail stores, so that you're always having a personalized experience with the customer, which is so important these days. So building this very holistic system to be able to serve data and capture data and be able to view that data across the system. Just a quick mock-architecture view of our architecture, just to kind of orient you in what we had and what we're building. So at the bottom here, we have our inventory, order management, procurement, all coming from an ERP system. Again, it can be Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations, or it can be a third-party solution like SAP or Oracle. You can bring any ERP system and connect it to the system. Finance and Operations is natively integrated, and then we also have the ability for our partners to build connectors that allow you to interact with these third-party solutions. Our retail headquarters sits on top of the ERP solution and gives you that ability to manage your products, to create catalogs and associate those with assortments, gives you the ability to create your pricing, your promotions, gives you the ability to configure your channels and associate those assortments with channels. Gives you the ability to control your pricing, your promotions, your discounts, your ability to configure your shipping and your payment methods by channel, and gives you the ability to control your native loyalty, the native gift card solution, set up your loyalty schemes, and manage your inventory on hand, as well as your employees who are working in your stores. It gives you a very holistic place from which to run your retail operation. On top of that is our Commerce Scale unit, which gives you the ability to have the headless commerce engine. This is really the core of the product that gives you the ability to take all that information that you've mastered in ERP and your retail headquarters and serve that information out across a range of retail channels. It's also the first point of customization that I'd like to talk about that allows you to customize business patterns as well as create extensions to third-party data services. So if you want to work with a third-party taxation solution, say like Avalara, you want to work with a third-party shipping solution like UPS or FedEx. If you want to work with a third-party gift card solution, you can do that. And so it gives you one centralized place where you can create these extensions and then use these extensions across a range of channels. So one centralized place to invest in customization and extension with a reuse across all of your retail channels. And so by that, you can enable FedEx and UPS as shipping methods, and you can then use those within the point of sale, within call center, within e-commerce, without any additional customizations required. So you can reuse them across those channels without having to be impacted with building them multiple times, once for each channel. This is also the point at which the point of sale, the call center, and emerging markets plug into the headless commerce engine and are able to read and write data to and from that system. It also gives you the ability to work with those third-party channels like the syndicated product feed that allows you to push out to marketplaces and third-party social platforms, and gives you an extension point if you want to create your own native web application or your own native mobile application, if you want to tie into a desktop application, if you want to tie into really any sort of application, you can do that. And you can use the point of sale and the call center that we provide, or you can bring a third-party point of sale or call center as well. This is what exists in market, has existed in market today. This is what the Dynamics 365 retail solution was, and none of this has changed. It all continues to function as it was. And the reason we changed the name to Commerce was to indicate that we now feel we have an omni-channel solution with the introduction of our e-commerce solution, which GA'd on February 3rd of this year. And that leads us to how we brought Dynamics 365 e-commerce into the equation. We first started by extending the solution to use the native content management system. This is all built out on Azure as a SaaS solution. It has the ability to do versioning at the document level, gives you the ability to have authentication at the document level, gives you the ability to store your templates, your themes, your modules, all of your content, whether it be images, video, text, page fragments, page snippets, all that information can be stored and managed in one centralized place. We have a site builder application, which allows you to consume data from the CMS and write data to the CMS. It has an asset management solution that allows you to upload all of your images, and those images can then be used across the stack, whether it's in point of sale, call center, or e-commerce. Gives you the ability to upload all of your marketing content, but it gives you the ability to build both your marketing pages and your merchandising content, and really gives you the ability to manage and build out all of your websites. We then have a set of surround apps. These are surround apps that we originally built for Microsoft, and we felt that they had value to our customers as well. And so we've exposed those as modules that you can consume. The first one is our recommendation service, which actually gives you the ability to build a range of different types of experiences. The first is just a manual list of products, and this is human curated. You can simply go and create a list of products that you want to associate, put them into a list, and you can bind that list with a range of different modules in the web front end. We then have algorithmic product lists, and these are defined by the machine. And so they look at factors like top trending, best selling, newest type products. You can build those automated lists and present those. And then we have our AI-driven ML intelligent lists that give you the ability to use the machine to and algorithms to define a list of products that are designed to resonate with a given customer. And so you can create personalized picks for you. So based on your buying and browsing behavior, we can recommend products that you're likely inclined to purchase and push those out as upsell moments for you throughout your purchase experience. So we can actually try to capture additional sales. And we also have people also purchased. So we can look at what other people have purchased in relation to what you are currently looking at and currently have in your cart, and have the ability to then push that content up to them and expose it to them so that they can find those products, with the intent to sell those products to them. So a lot of upsell capabilities there. We have a new feature that we'll talk about a little later, but it's a visual recommendation solution that allows you to shop similar looks. So you can find products that are visually similar. Also gives you the ability to complete a look. So you can actually find products that are complementary to a given product. Again, increasing the number of upsell opportunities you have with the customer, making them unique and differentiated for the customer, and getting them to make those additional purchases. We have our ratings and review solutions. So this is a solution that gives you the ability to capture customer ratings and customer reviews. Gartner says that 60% of all online transactions are influenced through customer-generated reviews. We give you the ability to capture an aggregate rating for a product as well as customer-generated reviews. There is a moderation tool that allows you to moderate that content. Before it gets to the moderation tool, we actually go through cognitive services, and we actually evaluate the content with AI, and we'll strip out profanity, we'll strip anything that's off-brand, we'll strip out spam, and keep that noise off your website. And we also give you the ability to moderate. We also give you the ability to respond to reviews, and you can make those responses public or you can make them private, giving you the ability to interact with your customer and have a dialogue with them. We also give you the ability to review that data and run analysis against that data, so you can see what products are reviewed well versus those that aren't. You can actually look at the reasons why customers are reviewing a product poorly or favorably, so you can drive that back into your manufacturing chain and either make improvements or influence the creation of new products. We also have a fraud protection solution. This is something that Microsoft built for itself a number of years ago. We were seeing an abnormal number of declines during a Black Friday event. We had a number of customers reach out to us and say, you know what, I had the credit limit, or I had the money in my bank to pay for that. There was no reason you should have declined it. And it drove a large amount of dissatisfaction amongst our customers. We took a look at the problem and found out that it really had to do more with the fraud protection solution that we were using from the payment gateway versus the customers. And so we actually built our own fraud protection solution, which has simultaneously significantly increased our overall successful transaction rate, while at the same time bringing down our fraud rate significantly. And so it's been a great solution that helps Microsoft, and we're rolling that out to our customers, and we have a number of customers that are benefiting from that today, and they're very happy with it. The thing that we've really tried to do with this solution is all these features that we've added as part of the e-commerce solution, we've struggled and really strived to make them omni-channel in nature. So the recommendations, the ratings and review, the fraud protection, they all work natively throughout the commerce stack. And so they work in point of sale and they work in call center, the same as they do in e-commerce. So if you're working with a customer with a mobile point of sale somewhere in an aisle in your store, and a customer wants to know the difference between two products, you can actually look at those products, find their information, you can look at the reviews, you can look at the ratings and help them make an informed decision. Same as when you're checking out at the point of sale system. We can present recommendations straight to the user and ask them, if they'd like to buy these additional products, either products that are picked for them or products that other people have purchased when buying that product. So when they're buying the remote control car, you can recommend that they should buy the case and the batteries for the remote as well. So giving you a lot of capability to be able to interact with your customers. And the same with fraud protection, it works in an omni-channel fashion as well. Sitting atop all of this is our web storefront, which gives you the ability to consume the structure and the content from the CMS, consume the data from retail server for product prices, promotions, discounts, descriptions, show the images of the products, as well as the ability to consume and display recommendations and ratings and reviews. As you create orders and you create new users, that information goes through fraud protection and goes through the headless commerce engine back into retail headquarters and the ERP solution and captures all that information so you can transact and monitor and run analytics and analysis across all that data. So it's a very holistic system designed in an omni-channel fashion. And this is what we GA'd in February, and this is what we're going to continue to talk about today. So just wanted to provide an overview of what is commerce and what have we built. We have a range of customer experiences that are available today. So we have auto suggestion, auto pagination for search. This is all through our cloud-powered search. We have the ability to remove stop words, smart sorting, the ability to influence search relevance. With the Bing for Commerce search that's coming soon, you'll have the ability to do all of that, plus additional features that we'll talk about in a few minutes. Native customer logins through AAD B2C through the Azure Active Directory, the ability to have social ID logins through federated accounts. You can federate in social experiences. The ability, once you're logged in, to look up your order history and look at all of your information, look at your loyalty balance, sign up for loyalty, manage your addresses, manage your payment methods. Support for credit cards through our Adyen payment gateway, so integrated support for our fraud protection solution, support for third-party payment gateways, the ability to ship to address or split orders across addresses, shipping to multiple addresses, the ability to do buy online, pickup in store, and buy online, return in store, support for our native gift card solution as well as third-party gift card solutions. Native loyalty programs, so the ability to manage your loyalty scheme and define it and control it, and have card adjustments and card conflict resolution. Support for customers to have wish lists, and these are wish lists that you can see both online in call center and in the point of sale system. Our adaptive responsive web pages that give you an accessible experience that allow you to see the website across a range of different breakpoints, whether it be desktop, laptop, tablet, large phone, or small phone. And they're giving you a mobile experience that allow you to convert mouse-sensitive controls with touch-sensitive controls when you're on a touch-enabled device. So giving you a lot of flexibility there. Have a whole range of authoring experiences for rich content management capabilities to build out your marketing message and your merchandising message, giving you the ability to create enriched product display pages where you can merge content coming from the catalog with CMS-driven marketing content. So you can do learn and buy pages that explain the product in great detail and provide marketing messages on the product, as well as product details. Have fully integrated digital asset management solution, which gives you image capability for marketing and product images, the ability to have marketing videos, and the ability to have file binaries. We actually support 197 file formats, and have the ability to provide you with the ability to have PDF downloads and Excel downloads, docx downloads, really whatever you want to be able to put in the system and allow customers to download, or if you want a version and manage it. We have the ability to create layouts, templates, and fragments, the ability to do URL management, the ability to create aliases for your products and your categories, as well as to create redirects. All that feeds into our sitemap generator, which automates and maintains your sitemap and gives you the ability to manage all of your marketing and products in one centralized automated sitemap. Gives you the ability to have content publishing and publish groups, which give you the ability to create a branch, essentially, and put your pages and your marketing materials and all of your information into that branch, and then be able to iterate on it separate from the actual production environment. So you can start working on Black Friday in June if you want to, without affecting your ability to do daily promotions on the live site. You can then schedule and publish those publish groups to go live at any given date and time, and it'll publish all of your content out. We provide a dependency viewer so you can see what content is in which publish groups and where that content is consumed. We're fully optimized for SEO with first and third party tagging. We have page and asset metadata, and we have the ability to render multiple meta tag types. So you can tweak the content and get just the tags and just the SEO lift that you want. We're fully integrated with accessibility insights. You can validate the structure of your pages. All of our templates, all of our starter sites, and all of our modules are validated against W3C accessibility standards. And so we provide those out of the box as accessible. But that doesn't mean that the user can't shoot themselves in the foot and put pink text on a red background, which is inaccessible. Accessibility insights will actually validate the content in your page and do contrast checks and a range of other things, and will actually come back and tell you what content is inaccessible, so you can go and change that to make sure that your site is available and viewable to all users. We also have a full range of merchandising experiences, as you would expect, as we're built on top of Dynamics 365, so giving you the ability to do variants, kits, service items, the ability to have configurable product attributes that can not only be used to manage your products in back office, but can be used in the point of sale, call center, and e-commerce to be able to search and find products and give search for finder experience in e-commerce. The ability to do category and assortment management, the ability to do inventory valuation methods, date effective prices, category-based prices, discounts. You can do time-based promotions and shipping-based promotions. If you want to do a happy hour promotion, you can do that and set it to a given hour in a day. The ability to have different currencies, different exchange rates, different tax schemes for different markets. The ability to manage your prices all in one centralized place and across those markets. Integrated payment methods, we talked about Audion and the ability to bring in third-party payment methods. Configurable types of charging for shipping and installation configuration. Subscription-based sales. The management of tax rules with the native solution or with third-party solutions. Our native recommendation service that we talked about. And our third-party clickstream analytics with native clickstream analytics coming in the future. And we have a whole range of platform capabilities in terms of privacy compliance, accessibility, GDPR compliance, all of which you would expect from Microsoft on a SaaS solution that's 24/7 supported with automatic detection of failures and incidents and failover rates, performance monitoring, incident management, everything you would expect from a Microsoft solution built on Azure. Wanted to just quickly look at some recent feature releases that we've released out to our customers. So our site authoring for marketers, we've significantly improved our site authoring experience. We've introduced a visual page designer, which gives you drag and drop page design, gives you the ability to double click and enter text or edit text directly in the page and see it render in real time. In-canvas media management, where you can actually modify the image in scale and rect and your focal point and actually see how it's going to look. Soon we'll have the ability to have in-canvas color style modifications and the ability to preview by device type. So you can look across those different breakpoints or custom breakpoints and see what the page is actually going to look like. Simplified list management, making that an easier experience, and support for page and item variations, which we'll touch on a little bit more in a minute. We've introduced the support for modern digital wallets, giving you the ability to have native integration with PayPal. We've also introduced the ability to have third-party digital wallets like Google Pay, Apple Pay, Alipay, WeChat Pay, and giving you the ability to manage those non-bin range associated payment products so you can be able to manage them, configure them, and transact through them in an easy way. And then you can do refunds and cancellations with them as well. Our cloud-powered search, we talked a little bit about the core search that we have from Azure today, and with our new Bing for Commerce search, which is going to be preview in January, we have our ability to do attribute-based search, synonyms, and the ability to do common misspellings. So if someone wants to come in and they want to, they type in cloak, but they're actually looking for a coat, we can handle that. We can also handle CLOR versus CLOUR and common misspellings. We can do autocomplete, so as they're starting to type in text into the search box, we can find and show them items that are related so they can easily find that content. Relevance and ranking of search items, so we can easily get to the products that we want to show them with the ability to influence that. We can also influence that with sponsored products, so we can actually push products higher in the search relevance based on sponsorship. We can personalize results, so we can actually look at external data that impacts the search, and we can look at things like geographic region, forecast, and we can actually present different products based on that. So it's a dreary old rainy day in Seattle, so we can actually sell umbrellas and boots. It's a bright, sunny, crisp day in Miami, so we're going to sell sandals and flip-flops and shorts. So really giving you the ability to change what a customer finds when they're doing that. We also have full insights and analytics that allow us to look at those search results and gives us the ability to tune the search. It also gives us the ability to see what customers are looking for. It also gives us the ability to see what customers are looking for that they can't find because they may be products that you actually want to stock. So it gives you a lot of capabilities in terms of search, which is really important in today's modern e-commerce and point of sale environments. We have a set of new e-commerce modules. We're always coming up with new modules and adding them to our module library. We have the ability to purchase gift cards. We have support for kits. We have a pop-up cart, and soon we're going to have a color picker that allows you to select products based on color instead of a verbose variant. We talked a little bit about variations earlier. We have our intelligent content experimentation, which leverages that. We've implemented this in partnership with Optimizely. Optimizely is the industry leader in both client-side and server-side experimentation. We provide a server-side solution, which is preferable to client-side in terms of page size and perf speed. It also gives us the ability to create and manage those variants in our visual page builder. So you can select whatever content that you want to do your experiment on. You can associate that with an experiment, and then you can create your control A and B variants and run that experiment. You can do that at the page, slot, module, list, content item, or image level. And then you can go to Optimizely, you can see how that runs. And when you find a When you find a winner in your experiment, you can promote that winning experiment for all customers. So it's a very easy, very intuitive solution. And we'll actually see that in a minute. In fact, we're going to see it right now. So I'm actually going to play a little video here, and I'll let that run.
Hi, this video is a preview of some key improvements we've made to the Dynamics 365 Commerce Site Builder feature set. We'll highlight and demo new content experimentation workflows and integrations, and also recent changes to Site Builder's page editor that aim to make the authoring experience more intuitive. Let's begin with an overview of experimentation. Experimentation is the process of using controlled experiments, such as A/B tests, to present different versions of a web page to groups of end users and making data-backed changes to drive higher conversion rates. Dynamics 365 Commerce has collaborated with Optimizely to enable end-to-end experimentation for our users. Optimizely is a current industry leader in online content experimentation, with over 4,500 customers across several industries. With their industry-leading cross-platform integration options, security, performance, ease of use, and familiarity with Microsoft Store, they were an obvious choice for us. The Commerce Connector to Optimizely will be made available to users within AppSource. Users can also choose to use any other experimentation provider of their choice. As mentioned earlier, there are also some significant upcoming improvements to the page authoring experience, aimed at making it more intuitive, visual, and simple. Through customer feedback, studies, and our own experiences, the previous editing experience relied too heavily on a sidebar property panel UX to update page content. This increased the learning curve for new users and was a clear issue in usability studies. The expectation for users coming from other mature platforms was that content should be editable directly in the graphical preview canvas. To address this, we've added inline text editing, image and video selection, drag and drop, and better content insertion controls directly into the visual canvas. These improvements move us near parity with our competition's page editing experiences, and our extensibility model coupled with this capability in some cases exceeds the competition. For example, Shopify's page editor offers an industry-leading get-to-market authoring experience, but their platform is less flexible as soon as any customization is required. Let's move into a demonstration of how these intuitive page editing improvements and an experimentation user journey can all work together. First, let's build a new marketing page that we can use for an experiment. From Site Builder's new home screen, I can directly click Create a New Page. From here, I'll choose my site's marketing template, give my new page a name, and assign a URL. In the page editor, I can quickly start building my page. Let's add a content block to the main section. I can click on the module title in the preview and begin typing right in line. Let's change the button text too. Now let's change the image by double-clicking it directly in the canvas. Now let's add a content fragment below this to complete the page. If I want to, I can drag and drop items in the canvas by clicking the move icon and dragging it to a new position, as indicated by the blue insertion line. I can also drag and drop with more fidelity using the outline on the left. Let's put the content block hero back at the top. Let's now talk again about experiments. Say we have another hero image that we think might drive click conversions better than this current image, and we want to test this hypothesis. Let's look at how we would do this. This diagram shows the typical life cycle of an e-commerce experiment. It begins with a hypothesis that some portion of a website content will perform different than another variant. We'll then configure and define an experiment in Optimizely. After that, we'll create our control and our variants in Site Builder and preview them. When we're happy, we can publish them and then launch the experiment in Optimizely. As customers view and interact with the page, we can monitor and review the performance of the different variants. When there's a clear winner, we can promote it and make it the primary variant for that page. For our experiment, Let's test whether a new promotional hero image on this marketing page will produce more call to action conversions than another one. A simple A/B test to see which hero imagery performs better with our customers. We'll begin the experiment journey by defining the experiment in Optimizely. I'll click Create a new A/B test. Give it a name and description. Now I can name the variants and set my desired traffic distributions. I'll leave them at 50-50 and save the experiment. I'll go back to the Site Builder Experiments tab, click Connect, and choose my newly created experiment. I can choose to run the experiment against a page or a fragment, and in this case we'll choose the page we just created and click Next. From here, I can decide if I want to create variants for the whole page or just some of it. This option can reduce localization content discrepancies for pages that are constantly updated by multiple authors, like a homepage. For our demo, I'll leave it set to entire page and click Next. After exiting the wizard, this automatically creates the necessary variants and takes me into the page editor where we can configure the different variants. Let's leave the first variant alone and change the second one to the new hero image we want to test. I'll select this variant in the variant picker. Double-click the hero image and pick the new image. Let's also grab the event ID for the button click we want to track from the property panel and add it as the metric we want to track in Optimizely. I'll copy it from the Site Builder dialog and paste it as the event key in our Optimizely experiment, and then create the event. I'll now choose it as our primary metric for the experiment and save. We can now run the experiment in Optimizely and publish our content in Site Builder. As customers visit this page, 50% will see the first hero image and the other 50% will see the new hero image. We will be collecting data on which image persuades customers to click the hero's call to action button better than the other. When we're ready to conclude the experiment, we can click the Complete Experiment button in Site Builder, which gives us a link to view the results of our conversion metric. It looks like one variant had a better conversion rate than the other. So back in Site Builder, we'll promote the winning variant to be the full-time live page version going forward. The experiment is now complete. All future customers who navigate to this page will see the newly promoted page version, which was chosen based on experimentation data and will lead to increased conversion rates. In this demo, we showed a typical experiment lifecycle, all the way from hypothesis to promoting the winning variant. We also showed our upcoming improvements to text, media, and drag and drop page editing in Site Builder. Over the past two waves,
So I'll pause it there in the interest of time, and I'm going to hand it over to Anu to see if there are any questions that we'd like to bring up in the Q&A session.
Thanks, Brendan. So we have one question from Steve. The question is, what are the out-of-box integrations available to connect D365 Commerce and D365 CE for customer engagement?
So we don't have an out-of-box solution today in our system, though we do have a connection that's going to be previewed in January, which gives you the ability to integrate with the Dynamics 365 customer service solution to be able to have virtual chatbots in the site and virtual support. And that'll give you the ability to, through the virtual agent and through customer support, be able to manage orders, manage customer information, and do all the things that you can do in Point of Sale and Commerce HQ today to be able to support your customers. Were there any other questions, Anu?
No, that was the only question. There were a few more questions that we already answered.
Great, thank you. If that's the case, I do have a few more things prepared here that we can go through and use our last 6 minutes. I just wanted to make sure to stop and ask if there were any questions that anyone had. So I can go through some of the upcoming releases that we have in the product. So here's that shop similar looks feature that we talked about earlier, where you have the ability to, based on a visual pattern, discover other products that either have that pattern, that color, or are complementary, so that you can find those products and present that upsell motion to the customer, as well as empower the customer to go and complete that look. We have our integration with Dynamics Customer Service, which we just talked about, which gives us that full range of capability of the virtual agent and all the capabilities to be able to capture, store, and manage that information, and being able to interact with the headless commerce engine to be able to service customer needs. We have our social commerce, which is going to be previewed in January, which gives you the ability to have that syndicated product feed that you can push out to third-party marketplaces, direct mail solutions, and social platforms, so that you can present your products in those marketplaces and be able to sell them. We have our intelligent content targeting, so built on the variation work that we've been doing and the variation work that we've been doing to support our experimentation. We'll extend that to work with initially device-based information, so device-based information, telemetry information from the header, geo-based information to be able to do some geo-targeting, so that we can provide you with the ability to target content by market or region, as well as to be able to target by browser and device. Being able to use that same variation management solution that we saw in the Visual Page Builder a few minutes ago, and use that for creating your targeting segments as well as your experimentation control values. The ability to integrate that targeting with customer insights for customer segmentation. So you can create automatic customer segments and be able to use those in your targeting, as well as support for third-party segmentation solutions. And again, being able to do that across the range of content, whether it's at the page level, the list level, the module level, the image level. So really giving you a fine deal of control for that content. And that's it, and we're at time. That was everything that I had in my deck that's coming soon. So if there are no further questions, we'll go ahead and give everyone 3 minutes back. Over to you, AJ.
Thank you so much, and we would like to get your feedback on today's session. I have posted a link to a short survey in the Q&A panel. We value your feedback and welcome any input on how we did today and what you'd like to see in future sessions. The survey scores are on a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest score possible, and we thank you for your participation. As a reminder, the recording of today's session will be available on the Tech Talks Community Dynamics page within 5 business days. I'd like to send a big thank you to our presenter and for everyone else for logging in and joining us today. This concludes today's event.